Oh, shout out to Echo then.
Go Pez.
It's really nice being here.
Sam, we out here.
Hey, hey.
You want to rap? Hear your bars.
No, I'm not ready to do that yet.
Ooh.
I'm not ready to do that yet. Maybe next episode.
Well, y'all,
Hey, y'all, we are back.
it's what you all been waiting for, ain't it?
Yes,
What people pay paper for, ain't it?
yes.
Kanye. Kanye.
Oh,
Shout
I'm
out to
so off
Kanye.
Kanye right now.
Kanye.
I literally put his album on and listened to like the first 2 seconds of two songs.
And
It
it
was
was
like,
fire.
nope.
It was
All I
fire.
said was nope. I turned it right off. I said, nah, you're not about to waste my time today. Maybe on another day when I don't have anything to do.
He was gonna kill He was gonna kill Kim. Let's just get that out the way. He said it. He thought
What?
about.
That's what he said on his album?
That's the first song. He said, I thought about killing you,
Oh, wow.
and he's crazy, so he's gonna kill her and get away with it. Gone girl. Gagne. He's gonna call. Start calling him Gagne. Yeah, I like that. Damn.
But anyways, welcome back, guys. This is now episode 12. We are 12 episodes in
Hey.
with the Love Language Podcast. Today's episode, we're going to make it a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit fun, and it's going to be on a topic that everyone's pretty much been talking about this week. We just wanted to give our take on it, our love language
Yes, we are gonna explain
aspect
the
on
language
it.
of this love.
Yes, if it was love at all.
You know?
It was love or something. We just don't know what. But basically, we're going to be talking about the whole Future and the IG model Shamartes. I think that's her name. Shamartes.
That's her name?
Shamartes. Yeah, it's spelled Shamar. Shamartes.
Oh.
TESS.
She's a smart ass. Damn smart ass.
That's her
And
name.
she's related to Bobby Shmurda, right?
Maybe.
Smart ass. Maybe that nigga Future was smart. He was gonna get killed.
He was smart. The smart ass
Mhm.
is advances. But anyways, we're gonna be talking about the future situation today. Like I said, from our perspective. If you've been living underneath a rock, or you're not really into social media or pop or whatever pop media, I don't even know the name of it. But if you don't know what's been going on, we will explain it to you, and then we will go into different angles that we kind of looked at it when me and Nigel had our own private conversation on the issue. So, do you want to explain it, just the overall? Do you know?
I mean, basically, Shorty thought that Future was gonna fly her out. He told her, buy your own ticket and you could come through and we could kick it. But she got her ticket, but she didn't want to kick it. Well, she thought they could kick it.
No,
for free.
he wanted to kick it. No, he didn't want to kick it.
No, he wanted to kick it, but
Okay.
he wanted to do. He didn't want to just kick it. She thought they was just going to chill and not, give up the goods. And she got played, and she played herself.
Okay. So we're gonna go more in depth. That's just the overall synopsis of it. That's Nigel's synopsis of it.
It's a nice synopsis.
So we'll basically start off with she put this on Facebook, and I have this big issue with people putting all their business on Facebook.
Does Future have a Facebook?
I don't know. We're gonna have to search that and find
Yeah,
out.
I need to know.
But I don't understand. I just hate when people, for some reason, like people put their business, too much business out on all social media platforms. But Facebook seems to be the spot where people really lay it all out. Like you just see
You can get as
people
many
cussing
characters
each other
as you
out.
want.
Oh, that could probably it. That might be it. Plus, everyone else can kind of see it, I guess. Like quickly. No, I don't know. Anyways, Facebook is just gets on my nerves. So she made a Facebook post, and this is what she wrote. She wrote, "Okay, now that I'm settled in my room, now that I'm settled in my room, that I had to book. How did she write this?
So was she home? I'm trying to figure. So she was at the hotel when she typed this.
I'm not sure. I got to read through it first.
No. I'm just saying from what it says that I booked. Unless I guess.
So I don't think she's home. She's probably still where she's at. Okay, so now that I'm settled in my room that I had to book, I can go and tell y'all. So I've been talking to Future since March. I chilled with him in Miami and went to the studio with him or whatever, and he was so cool and nice. Like 3 days ago, he told me he wanted to see me, so I told him to book my flight. He told me to book it and he will give me my money back, which was 1,000% of what I paid for my flight. I paid $550 for my flight. So when I got here, he's supposed to been she wrote this horribly. He's supposed to been giving me 5,500. He already booked my room and he had a key left for me at the front desk. So I get settled in and text him. He called me on FaceTime telling me I'm supposed to be waiting on him in the room with lingerie. For one, lingerie wasn't on my mind when I was packing. I was thinking more of the studio, my N word. But anyway, I
N-word.
but anyway, I told him I wasn't on that type of time. We talk, but we don't talk enough for me to F him, laugh out loud. So Sunday gets here. I left to get something to eat and came back. My key stopped working, so I'm thinking I just put the key close to my phone and that's why I stopped working. Quick pause. Is that a real thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing if you put your key too close to your phone?
Yeah.
I
It used to
never
happen to
knew
me.
that.
I don't know if it still happens, like if they fixed the problem, but there was a time where if you put it next to your phone, it would like deactivate the card.
I really didn't know that. Okay, so she says, I get to the front desk and they were telling me it wasn't working because I was supposed to check out today. I asked them how long the room was booked and they said it was only booked for Saturday, which means he had plans to have sex with me and put me out anyway and not give me the 5,500.
But why is that what it means?
We're going to get into that. She says, I'm so happy I didn't have sex with him because he would have effed me and still put me out. At least I can say I'm not part of the collection. I just don't know where I will be in life, and I'm not about to go around having sex with N-words to get where I want to be. Anything I do for it, it's cool, though, because I have my own money, and I didn't do nothing but book another room. Laugh out loud. I just want my coins. So that was her overall post / explanation of the situation. Now, along with the post, she also put screenshots because you have to put screenshots to show your receipts, I guess. She put screenshots of their conversation and exactly what happened. So the text screenshots go as follows. This is Future. Or do you want to do Future's part and I do her? What do you think? Give him a little context.
How does Future sound?
Oh, I mean, you gotta sound exactly
okay.
like him. I was just saying you could read that part. I could read the other part.
Oh, Wes, where are you? That's not good.
What the hell is that?
Future.
It sounds like Poocha. Okay. Go ahead. You said out west, where are you? Austin. How long are you in Cali?
When you get here,
Book my flight.
you book it. You book it when you get here. I will give you your cash back, 1,000%.
Okay. When do I need to come?
Saturday through Monday. Oh, when you want. My fault. I didn't know who was the blue. Who's the blue?
I am the blue.
You're the blue. Okay.
So what you asked me?
When you want.
Saturday through Monday?
Bet.
All right. And then there was another text. Hold on. So this is once she arrives. This is you.
It's so small.
Oh, I'm making it worse.
You know I got them bad eyes. Did you hit the plus? What's the plus do?
Here we go. There we go.
Okay, there we go. I have my son today, but I'm gonna break away to come see you for a sec.
Okay, cool.
Get sexy for a nigga. He didn't say for a nigga, but he should have.
She says, I'm sorry, I'm not even on that type of time. I wanted to chill tonight.
He did the emoji. He smacked his head, but I'm sure he signed with that. Catch you another time. No worries.
You ain't coming here?
He playing SMH.
And then there was another text message, but obviously I didn't add it. But basically, he lets her know.
She playing.
Yeah, that she was playing, and she was like, well, I wasn't on that type of time. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not here to have sex, blah, blah, blah. And he's basically like, no worries. It's not a problem.
You got it. You got it, Ma.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it. Because she basically ended the text message with like, wow. Yeah. And that was the end of that. So that's pretty much what happened. So now we're about to get into our questions and conversations on what we thought on this whole Future situation. So first question was Future wrong for doing this?
No. I don't think so. I mean, I feel like she knew what time it was. Like, she can play the dummy role all she wants to. Oh, I'm just here. You know what I mean? Like, it's money involved. It's not just like you coming through. He done bought you a room. It's only one thing you're gonna do inside that room. So you done breached contract when you said I'm not here for that. And with the Me Too movement going on, like
yo, Nigel is finding a way to make Me Too a part of so many things.
With the Me Too movement going on, that nigga could have went over there for, and she could have said, "Oh well, Future tried to rape me," and now this nigga Future is in the past.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even.
See what I did there? Don't put Future in the past.
I honestly didn't even think about that. Like, I didn't think about how she could have pulled a fast one on him with saying that, because people have done that to rappers plenty of times in the past. Mm-hmm. Not even just rappers, just celebrities in general, where they'll say like, they did something to me when they did it just because they came to visit. So that's definitely a good way of looking at it. I do agree. I don't think Future was wrong for doing this, just because come on now. Like, I feel like she knew better. It's Future. At first, when I actually read it, I didn't believe it was Future. Like, low key, I was sent it to him, and I was just like, she's a dummy for even thinking it's Future.
I mean, we still don't technically know if it was Future.
No, but I missed the part where she said she already chilled with him in the studio. Yeah. Granted, she could be easily lying about this whole situation because Future didn't say anything as of yet. Yeah. But if he's, if
but
she's
then
not,
the fact that you went down there alone, like, you don't know, Future could have came in there with a bunch of niggas and, like, you know what I mean,
put a train on your ass.
You know what time it is? Hit it with the old and who the fuck gonna believe that you was with Future?
Hit her with the jump from Players Club.
Yeah, exactly. Turn them lights off.
I'm just here to dance.
Yeah,
he just be like, bitch, you gonna dance.
And she thought she was just
March Madness style.
For the studio. Yeah, okay. Well,
That's funny. He said, I'm good, love, and joy. That was what he said to her. I'm good, love, and joy.
Yeah, like, because Future ain't out here gotta beg for no coochie.
Yeah.
Like, Future, he be hitting these girls for free. He offered you a good deal.
Right.
Like, you getting what you thought was 1,000%.
Where was she going again? I thought she said Miami. But where did she end up going?
She met...
she said she was out west.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was sitting there thinking, like, why did she pay $550 for a ticket? Like, where was she flying?
Well, she probably flew first class thinking, oh, well, Future gonna pay for it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Why not?
But yeah, I don't think he was wrong for this just because of his status. Like, I just feel like you knew. Like, even if you want to try to act like you didn't know, you knew, and you know who he is. Like, he's a celebrity. And
has she heard any of his songs? That nigga came. He was ready to come over there with his white
tee. Has he even heard about anything?
Gray sweats and his Gucci flip flops.
Has he heard anything in reference to Sierra's situation? No. Like, if he did her dirty, he's not worried about you, smart ass. Like, he's just not. He's gonna be like, okay, so you playing? I'm gonna deactivate your whole hotel situation. And then my whole thing is, she's trying to make it seem like, oh well, at the end she was like, I got my money. I got my own coins. I could get my own room. Blah blah blah.
But she threw in, I just want my money.
Right.
I got my own money, but I want to spend Future.
Right. And my whole thing is, if that was the case, why didn't you get your room from the rip? If you was on that, I'm independent, I'm doing my own thing, I don't need your money, blah blah blah. Why didn't you just get your own room from the beginning? You know what I'm saying?
Because he offered. Ain't nobody gonna deny something free.
Yeah.
Like, but with free, knowing ain't nothing in this world for free. That's one of the first things your parents tell you. Ain't nothing free. So, I mean, you gotta give up that. You gotta give up something. Stop playing with yourself, girl. Shoot.
Yeah, I definitely think, like I said, in this, with any celebrity, whether it's a rapper, basketball actor, whatever, for you to think that you just come in there to chill
or to go to the studio. What
I'm just trying to chill tonight. Yeah.
You about to executive produce something like
all the people that he deals with, all the like people he could have in the studio, and he's just gonna bring you to the studio for free. And I've seen her picture. She is not that cute to be just getting free studio time.
She probably look like Future.
So I really don't understand why in her mind she really thought, oh, he's just trying to chill. He's flying me out to just try to chill. Like, no, girl. Then, not only that, you spent your money on a flight. Like, I would think if a guy's asking you to come and he's Future and he got millions of dollars, why wouldn't he pay for your flight?
Because he ain't want nobody to know he paid for that flight.
Like, you know, like, that was already a red flag from the rip. Like, the fact that he told her, oh, yeah, you pay for the flight. Nah, I would have been like, no, I'm not with that. It's because, you know, he makes tons of money.
Now he got to email her the flight confirmation, so now she got his email address that she can put out there. Down nigga sending him mixtapes. Because this bitch want to put out emails. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't trying to deal with that. So he said, look, I got the cash. I'll pay you out here after I get the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, he was right, because she straight blasted him with the text messages on social media. So she was quick to be like,
I flew you out
let
here
me show you
and I'm out $550 for that plane ticket. And he'd have probably flew her ass Spirit. So she lucky she bought her own damn ticket. Shit.
Would have been in them hard ass seats.
Yeah, so,
able to pay for all her baggage.
He ain't paying for that. He ain't paying for no bags.
So planing it up.
Straight up.
So, what I guess also I did want to say, now if I feel like a regular guy did something like this, I do still think the girl to expect that he wouldn't want to like kick her out and all that stuff is still dumb to think that, yeah, he just wants you to come down and chill. But I do know people who have done that, who've gone and visited guys outside, like, you know, got on a flight and visited guys outside of where they live and stuff. And they, at least from what they've told me, they haven't, you know, had sexual relations and stuff like that. So when it comes to it not being a celebrity, I do think that's possible to happen. Like, it's possible for you to just come down and chill. And I also think if you, not saying that if you have status, it's okay to treat people wrong or kick them out of stuff. But if you have a little bit more of status, it makes more sense. That makes sense.
You're an option at this point. Like,
yeah, because I feel like if you're just a regular guy and you treating girls like this, come on now, you know better. Like, you ain't nobody neither. But now if you are somebody of status and you're treating somebody like this, people will more look at it like, of course, he's Future. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, he has this status. He has an abundance of women he could choose from. So I think it makes him more acceptable, unfortunately, when a celebrity or somebody does this type of stuff. All right, so next question was, why did she assume he wanted to have sex, kick her out, and not pay her back from the room being booked only for a night?
I don't think this is the first time this happened to her. I think she's went to a room, got fucked, put out. So she was like, you ain't gonna get me again.
Yeah, she might did. She might have flashbacks, but she went to
this shit happened in 2012.
When she went to go find out what was wrong with the key, she probably just had a whole flashback like, wait, what?
It's the same shit that happened when I fucked with Usher.
Right. Oh, and Usher's out there giving people herpes.
She brought something home that day.
Allegedly, he was out there giving people herpes. They haven't even gotten to the nitty gritty. Not just to go on a quick tangent. Today I heard on the radio there's men involved in this whole herpes case thing. So he was dipping in both pools. I did not know that about Usher.
Listen,
I had no idea.
Some niggas with the mohawks, man. You know what I'm saying? What? He was moving mountains and moving penis.
And herpes, apparently. He was moving it like it was dope.
Young nigga moving them bumps.
But yeah, so I do agree. I don't think this was her first rodeo.
Future is scum, but she was
dumb
for
you
not
got bars. Better. Oh, you do got bars. Future Future is scum, but she was dumb for not knowing better. Check you out. This is Alexis. Shout out to Alexis. Yeah. Also, Alexis has a podcast as well where she talks about all types of different stuff that's going on. She reminds me a lot of The Shade Room. She's really good. She's been sucking me in. I've been commenting on almost all her posts. But she does have a podcast. It's called But Don't Take My Advice, I believe. And so if you guys want to follow her podcast as well, it's very entertaining. But yeah, so my whole thing when I told Nigel, when we talked about this before, is as soon as she assumed that he wanted to have sex and all that other stuff, I feel like in the back of her mind the whole time, she knew what it was. Because the fact that you can just quickly jump to that conclusion without him having to say, oh, you know, I want sex, this is what I want from you, and she already jumped to that. I think she knew prior to going down there that this was going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the nigga told her to get sexy, but just a lot of reasons.
But I'm saying,
get sexy.
Right.
If I got some pussy ass nigga, I'm going to make it look sexy, so.
But this is like when she assumed that he was gonna kick her out and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was before. Oh no, it was after. Yeah, it was after he told her to get sexy. Yeah, okay.
After that, and then
and she went to go get something to eat.
When she went to get something to eat and then came back and had to beat her feet because she had nowhere to sleep.
Right, basically.
That's a bar.
I wonder if she got her stuff out the room. Like, did they let her go get her stuff out, or like,
They probably put it.
did she have to go down there to like buy some stuff? Like, I don't know.
She probably ain't bring nothing. Just brought one bag.
One bag with a onesie in there. So she said she didn't bring no lingerie. She wasn't on that type time. But I mean, that's what I think. I think she already knew she was trying to play the dumb card. Like, I didn't know that's what he was gonna want. I think she was trying to play that when she put the post up on Facebook, trying to make it seem like this was completely outrageous for him to have even asked that. But I think she deep down knew this was a possibility.
You want some pussy? I'm appalled. How dare you want some pussy from me? When I came down here and I wanted to chill with you in a room with just us two.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she was just really trying to play the dumb card at this point.
Miss Shamika.
Smartass.
Shakatua.
The next question is, do women assume more out of situations with men than what it actually is?
I think they do, but it's warranted because, like, most times, like, niggas do be wanting more than what they're willing to give. But I think, like, when somebody says, hey, I'm going to fly you out, one of the first things I feel like you should say is, all right, that's cool, but just know, we not fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be known.
Make a disclaimer.
Yeah, like, granted, he might be like, all right, well, keep your ass at home, but at least you didn't waste your time or his. You going down there and then, like, you know what I mean? Damn, he might not have wanted to fuck, but he doesn't want fucking not to be an option. You know what I mean? Like, don't, that's like, and this is Patrice O'Neal, but that's like going on a date and saying, like, you know, oh, well, I don't casually have sex. And he said, well, I don't have casual conversation. So now we just sitting here. Because you don't want to talk, you don't want to fuck, and I don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just make it be known. But, I mean, you don't never know where it's going to go.
Question, though. Do you think she would have been, I guess, like, do you think she would have played herself? Even if, like, ahead of time she's like, I'm coming, but I'm not fucking. And then he'd been like, oh, like, you hype or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would they have...
Well, she'd have been in the same boat. At least she wouldn't have been there and spent $500 on the ticket. Because he'd have been like, oh, where were you playing? He'd have said, you playing then? And been like, don't even come. I'll hit up the next John from out of town to come through.
He would have said, no problem, love, enjoy
exactly.
from your home. You would have been home lately.
Keep
so this
moving.
is true.
So, I mean, she should have kept it up front because she knew that he was not calling her down there to just chill. You could chill at home.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And then even my reasoning for asking this was because we did say, like, all he said was get sexy. And she just assumed that, you know, he wanted sex. Or even the fact that she assumed that he didn't want sex. That she assumed that, oh, he probably did just want to chill and go to the studio. Like, why do women do these kind of things when men aren't really necessarily saying that stuff to you? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's always, I think men, even without, like, knowing, we text with sexual undertones. Or it might be like a sexual joke, like, it's coming, but it's coming, like, you know, coming. So, I mean, she just knew, like, it's Future. Lil Wayne got a whole song about a girl chilling with him, but it's only one night only. So you can chill, but you're only getting one night. After this, I'm off on a flight. I left some money on the dresser for you. You know, good luck in your endeavors. I'm going to do me, you do you. The fact that she thought she was coming down there for 3 days. Future wasn't chilling with her for no damn 3 days.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why did she assume that it was more than what it was? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what their previous text conversations were, but it didn't. From what she showed, it didn't seem like they were having much like deep conversation or anything like that. Or I feel like if he wanted to chill with her for those 3 days, he would have said he would have just suggested like come Saturday through Monday. You know what I'm saying? She suggested that. So I just feel like for her to think that he wanted to do more with her than just have sex, like, I just feel like that was foolish. And I guess in general, what do you think in general outside of the Future situation? Do you think women do this? Like they assume more out of situations with men than what it actually is? Because I think so.
They do, but like I think a lot of times they be right too.
Really?
Like I mean, because like, well, see, a guy can play it to where he make it seem like she was wrong, but she was actually right, but she couldn't prove she was right, so she was wrong, but she was right. You know what I mean?
Wait
Like,
a minute. I'm confused.
she was technically right because in his mind he was trying to get more. But once we see that she's not with getting more, then we'll flip it on her. Like, what you mean? I'm just trying to text you. I was just trying to chill and do this.
Okay. I see
So
what you're
she
saying.
was wrong, but she was really right because if she was about it, he was about it.
Disclaimer: if you hear like a snore or anything just now, our dog is literally right next to us, and he just makes the most random noises. I just wanted to put that out there. But I do see what you're saying, and I do agree. Overall, I really do think women assume more out of situations with men than what it actually is. But a lot of times, I think the guy aids in that. Like, I think, remember we had this conversation where you were one of the few who kind of kept it real with the girl from the very beginning on what your intentions were. A lot of guys don't do that. Like, they'll dress it up. They'll tell you it's one thing when it's really another. They'll be pursuing you and being your top like crazy, and then be like, oh, we don't understand why you even thought I liked you that much. You know what I'm saying? Or why you even thought you was my only girl, you know? So I do think guys aid in making women believe that situations are more than what they are. Now, I do think women also, because I do this myself, we make stuff up in our minds to make sense. So the guy could have easily just bought you a slice of pizza, and you in your mind are just like, oh, well, that was him being considerate because he didn't have to do that. So that must mean he liked me more than the next. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
same thing Slick Rick did before he fucked Mona Lisa.
He bought her a pizza, a slice of pizza? I never even really listened to the lyrics. I didn't know that's what. It rhymes though. Pizza, Lisa. I get it. I get it. I get it. But that's what I'm saying though. Like, I'm saying, like, a guy can do something simple and women will be like, oh, he only did that for, like, they'll just make stuff up in their head, like, he only did that for me, or he feels differently about me, or whatever the case is.
Because
so,
girls want to think that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You'll make things in your mind to make sense. Because if you really like that guy, you're going to try to find a way where it's just like, he likes me back, you know? I know before me and Audrey were together, I did that a lot with him. And he was being upfront, and I still wasn't comprehending that he wasn't feeling. Yeah, like, I was literally like, he doesn't mean that. I was talking to my girlfriends on the phone like, well, if he meant this, then why did he do this? If he didn't want to see me, why did he let me come through? Like, literally trying to find ways like that it made sense to me some way, somehow. So I know that females do that type of stuff, but I wouldn't say they're completely guilty. I do think there are some guys out there who aid in that. So
we do.
That was my overall synopsis on that question.
Niggas be lying.
Yep, they do. All the time.
But girls be believing it.
At least Future didn't lie. He's just straight to the point. Bye, bitch.
Go home.
Right. Go
Take
home.
your ass home,
you ain't got nothing for me. Got nothing I want to buy. All right. Next question is, do women think playing the I'm not that type / good girl card really makes them different? And do guys really believe this?
They do. Well, hold on.
Wait, you got to answer the first part.
Yeah,
okay. So the first part, go ahead.
They do think that playing the good girl role will make them different. It's like that, that How High, you know, we're virgins. We've never done this before. And they said, no. Yes. You know how the rest goes. So, I mean, I think they do, but it's because niggas will be like, oh, well, I ain't wifing no whore. At least that's how they used to.
They do. Guys really do say that.
Whore.
They say that. I'm not going
to
make a hoe into a housewife.
But whores be the first ones wifed.
Yeah, they do.
And good
hoes be winning. I've said this before.
Well, hoes be getting the boyfriends, but the good girls be getting the husbands.
Oh, check you out, Uncle Nine.
But they get husbands that can't fuck good.
Oh, all right. I was about to give you credit for the dropping gems, but you done took it a whole nother.
They do.
A whole nother way.
They be dissatisfied, like, oh damn, I waited my whole life to get this sex, and this sex is whack. He don't even eat pussy.
No, that's
He'll eat.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I do agree. I do think women do say this, especially if it comes to a celebrity, because that's what I'm saying. The fact that she even said this, she already knew what type of time Future would possibly be on.
Playing that good girl role don't work with a superstar.
But I'm thinking in her mind, she's literally thinking he's used to getting girls that will have sex with him like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? He'll say I'm Future and they'll just drop their drawers. So I'm really thinking she's thinking, okay, if I tell him I'm not that type, I'm a good girl, that it'll make me be different. I'll look different. I'll look like I'm holding out, like I'm not a whore, like I'm not like every other girl that he meets. And it'll interest him and want to deal with me more. That hard to get role. Not realizing that doesn't necessarily work with celebrities. They not on
They're
that.
only gonna wife high profile women because it adds to their brand. Like what is me messing with you?
Who nobody knows who you are.
Yeah, like you only got a name. We're only talking about you because you made a post about Future.
Right.
Like so, I said, I really think she played herself out of like. She could have got the shit out of Future.
Even though a lot of these basketball wives are just women that like presented themselves, made sure they was around these celebrities wherever they were, and got in where they could fit in. Even though it is always a possibility that a celebrity could meet a regular person and want to be with them, this was not going to be the case for her. Like it just was not. Like I think for her,
he didn't say come to the crib. He said get a hotel room.
Get a hotel and all that stuff. And I just think for her to really think, oh, I'm not that type, I'm a good girl, I just think really backfired on her.
He said,
to think that,
really?
Right, oh, you different? Well, you can say you're different ass at another hotel that you're going to pay for on your own.
Shit, I'm different too. Like,
for all we know, a lot of times the way these celebrities are set up, or just people in general are set up, maybe if she would, which is probably gonna sound bad, but maybe if she would have had sex with him, she might have had a better chance of keeping his ass around.
He might have stayed. Like she could have did the snapper with the coochie.
Yeah, like she could have showed him a good time.
Like he might have said, "Look, but stayed a week," but instead,
yeah, like if she would have just dropped it like it was hot, who knows? He could have paid her that money back and was bringing her back out, and there could have been a future with Future. But, you know, she wanted to, I really think she wanted to present herself as like a respectable girl.
Nah, she's
like, nah, girl. And you trying to present yourself. You trying to present yourself as an ex, like oh, you're just so good. You're just so different. But, bitch, you're on IG with your ass out. G-strings out, all that, trying to be an IG model. You are no different, homegirl. Like, I don't know. I just think she's a dummy. And somebody put in the comments she needs to grow up. For sure. 100%.
How old is this girl?
That I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old she is.
If you had to guess.
She got to be in her young, like, early 20s.
Like 23, 24?
Yeah, maybe around like 20. Yeah, like
how old is Future?
Dead, I don't know either.
That nigga used to rap with the Dungeon Family. All them niggas is 40 to 50.
Yeah, so he's probably around that age.
Nah, he might be like in his...
Like in his late 30s, yeah.
That nigga old. He fucking with these young girls.
Mm-mm-mm.
And she didn't even get no lean out the deal. Like,
she didn't get nothing. She didn't get nothing but a post. You know what I'm saying? And the post, people are making fun of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are kind of just like, you dummy. Like, why would you think this and do that and stuff like that? So I feel like it literally backfired on her. Yeah. Everything that she did was just stupid.
Like, you just got to at least keep it allure. Like, okay, yeah, I got you. And then he come over and you in flip-flops and like a, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, or she could have been in a lingerie top because people, I'm sure she wears lingerie tops. People wear that now as part of fashion. She could have wore a lingerie top with like some pants, you said some flip flops, a robe or something. Like, she didn't have to like do it with him. Like, she could have just like teased him a little bit. At least at
least get the nigga over there, like
something. You know,
you was pouring.
She didn't
sugar.
Get no picture with him.
She tried to pour sugar
nothing.
on
she
shit.
Didn't
like,
get nothing.
Nothing.
Like, it just don't make no sense that she really didn't play this situation well.
Or like, even what she should have done was look up a bar and say. She should have looked up a bar and said like, "Yo, I'm going here. Meet me here." So at least she didn't have to meet him in a room if she didn't feel comfortable meeting him in the room.
Right.
Like, it was a bunch of ways she could have played it, but she just said, "Well, I'm not doing that."
Right.
Oh, really? All right, well, stay where you at and I'll stay here because I'm not about to leave my son where I said I was at to come over there and to do nothing.
And also, if she supposedly had already chilled with him, why didn't she tell him this the first time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
why didn't she tell him, if y'all in the studio, why didn't she tell him, like, look, I just want to let you know, if she all hyped to tell somebody she's not that type, she should have been said that shit when they was at the studio. Like, you know, I know all these girls be on your jock and stuff like that, but I'm not that type. I'm not here to whatever. Because that girl, I don't know if people watch Love and Hip Hop. Obviously, they probably do. But the girl on Love and Hip Hop on that the Atlanta one, her name's Just Brittany. She's constantly on there like, I don't have to fuck for a song. I don't have to fuck for this, for that, for that. So I feel like girls who really want to portray that would have said that way early on. Like, this is just a joke. I think she really was. She was just on some other
I
stuff.
bet Future was at the studio smacking her ass, telling her she's thick, like, and she was loving it. Yeah, you know. And then he like come through, and she was like, "Oh well, you ain't getting no pussy."
She's probably in the studio dancing like Jocelyn with Stevie.
Yeah,
like dancing right in front of Stevie and whatnot.
Yeah, she just.
And then was surprised that he gonna say he want her in lingerie. And she talk about some I didn't pack that.
Oh, so bitch, you could be
she
on
could have been
IG
she just
in
sucked.
lingerie.
She could have easily been like, oh, I didn't pack no lingerie, but do you wanna you can buy me some and I'll model it for you or something like that, and got some free lingerie out the deal. She didn't get nothing. She didn't even get her money back. Like, she's terrible. Throw her in the trash. So back to the second part of this question: do guys really believe when girls say I'm not that type? Do you guys really believe that?
Not really.
Not really.
Like I said, girls be hoes for their type. Like, you might not be for like a nigga you're not attracted to, but when it comes down to it, if you think I'm sexy or whatever, and we chilling, when I get your ass alone, we gonna make it happen. Like, it's gonna happen. And even if you hold out once, twice, 3 times, you gonna let me hit. You just are. So
I'm gonna put a massage move.
yeah,
on
like
you.
I mean, it's a bunch of moves. It's a bunch of moves that y'all don't even know we got. Like, now, if you a virgin and you like really legit, like I'm a virgin, then like don't even put me in a position to where I want to fuck. Now I don't want to hang with you at my house. Don't come over here looking good. Well, you know what I mean? Like, no, it's only dates. Like, all right, but we'll see how long that lasts. But regardless, like, just don't put me in that position to like to leave with blue balls.
Yeah, Nigel has this thing about blue balls. He just
It's not a good thing.
But
I mean, I am a little different because I actually did date a bunch of good girls, and I knew that they were good girls. And,
did any of them tell you like I'm a good girl, or it was just you could see that they were good girls?
I knew people around them. I knew, like, you know, oh well, or she was. I took some V cards in my day, like, so like they was virgins, and then they went up against up against the good guy, and you know they lost. But I mean, I had some battles where they was virgins and they were still virgins. You know what I mean? And now they married with kids and all that. That's what's up. You know, they lost their virginity when they got married. Cool, because I wasn't doing it.
Right.
You know, so I mean, but I mean, the nigga can fill it out, and you'll know whether you gonna get the ass or not, and you'll know whether it's worth it to wait or not.
Right.
But I mean, I don't think it's cool to wait on the ass and then when you get it, just be like, I got your ass, I'm out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's lame too, but niggas do that.
I'm about to say a lot of guys do that. And I wonder, why do guys do that? Is it just like oh, I got it, you know, to say that you got it? Sometimes, or like to be remembered as like that person's
it's
first?
Like in Hitch where he was like, yeah, I just really won't be able to get my mind together until I fuck her. You remember? You probably didn't see Hitch.
I didn't see Hitch.
But
no.
yeah, like there was a guy who was trying to get Hitch to hook him up with this girl so he could hit, but he only wanted to hit and leave her alone. And Hitch was like, nah, that's not what I do. Because, I mean, that's lame. I just think that's lame for you to, like, really play the good guy role up until you get the draws, and then once you get it, be like, pooh, I'm out. See you, thanks. Because it's just an accomplishment.
Right.
Another notch on the belt.
Right.
But that shit is lame. But there's guys out there that do that. That's why girls gotta be strong. But if you're gonna play, don't play the good girl role. Either be a good girl or don't. But
you don't think playing the good girl role leaves something up for mystery? You know what I'm saying?
Only for a limited time.
Okay.
Because the girls that ain't good girls, I don't think they can hold it. They want to fuck as much as bad as I do. So, shit. What we talking about?
All right, next question. Why do women expect guys to pay for stuff and not want sex or anything in return?
Because they was brought up to believe that You don't have to have sex to get what you want. But nothing is free.
Nothing is free, ladies. Like nothing. I know of a lot of girls that. I mean, I get it. Like I get like you feel like we're the woman, they're the guy. They should be like. They should be the ones who should be providing or giving stuff or whatever the case is. Especially if you feel like you just dead bitch. But nothing in life is free. Nothing. Like, it's just not. So, me personally, I don't know why women really believe that type of stuff. I'm the type of person where I've always been like uncomfortable if guys buy me drinks and stuff like that. As I got older, I kind of stopped being uncomfortable. I'm just like, oh, you want to buy me a drink? Go ahead.
I'll be no niggas buying you drinks.
Go ahead, you buy me a drink. Sure, I'll take that. Okay, put Henny on the rocks.
Homie, don't play that.
But at first, when I first started, I guess, getting into the dating realm, I was really uncomfortable with guys buying me stuff because in the back of my mind, I always felt like they're only doing this because they want something in return. I feel that way about people, not just about guys. In general, I feel like we live now in an era where people only do things because they want a favor in return. Like they'll do something in the back of their mind, they'll do it like, I'm gonna do it for them now because I might need something later and I can always bring up what I did for them. I don't think a lot of people are genuine when they do stuff for folks. So I don't know, I just never really thought guys really are out here trying to spend all their bread on you and you just sit next to them and look cute. There are some guys out there, but I just never believed that was the case.
I mean,
with
general
everyone.
rule of thumb, like if somebody's getting you something and you don't want to sleep with him, maybe not let him get it for you. Like don't set yourself up to have to do it later, and now you don't want to, and then you me too. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to have sex with you. Me too. Me too.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. Y'all don't think you understand how real this Me Too. They trying to get Morgan Freeman out of here.
Yeah, they are trying to get.
And all that nigga said was, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
Huh? Huh? No, how many times, do you know how many times in life I wished I was somewhere? Every day. They all see on Instagram, that nigga, I wish I was there.
Right.
What?
I see people Snapchat stories. I be like, damn, I wish I was there. This y'all look lit.
That nigga said that, and she said, oh, he trying to fuck me. I don't want to fuck your pregnant ass. She was pregnant at the time. Morgan Freeman said, oh, that baby's not mine. I'm that baby's daddy. I be the Paul boss.
So, like I said, the only thing I can think of why women would expect guys to pay for stuff is just because the guy is supposed to be the one who courts the woman, who if he's interested in the woman, he's the one who's going to, I guess, put out for her time and attention. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that like how...
A date is one thing.
Right.
A plane ticket and 1,000% on that plane ticket is something different.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That's true. Yeah. All right. Next question is, why are girls okay with using their looks to get ahead in certain areas and then surprised when men only want them for their body?
Because girls are goofy. That's the best way I could. They just be goofy.
No, I don't think girls are goofy. I know some girls that are just overly confident.
No.
Like, they just really think... No, I do. I do know some girls that they're just like, I'm that bitch. Like, I do this, I do that. I have this trait, I have this trait. You know, this is it and the third. So, they just overly confident. And, you know... To me, I really think, especially now, especially with this IG and all that stuff like that, where everybody is willing to show like their boobs, their ass, all that stuff. I think in a lot of girls' minds, they feel like that is the only way to get ahead. But for them to think that's not what a guy is hitting you up for, I do think it's dumb. Like, I agree with you. I think
you'd rather show your ass to 655K than fuck one nigga who can actually change your life?
I guess because...
What?
No, but I'm guessing because you can say, like, I don't have any bodies. Yeah, people look at me.
Girl got
people
bodies.
Can see me. No, I guess you can say people can see me, but they haven't touched me. They haven't slept with me. They can't say that they slept with me.
I bet this girl fucked a nigga on a mattress that was on the floor without a box spring. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, I know she's fucked niggas worse than Future. that don't have a car. I bet she fucked a nigga in his mama's house. Bet that.
No, I think I don't know. I don't want to put my business out there.
I'm just saying.
I think every girl
cool.
needs mess with one
That's
guy.
Cool. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if
was
you could
still
do
in his
that,
mama's house.
what's the difference? Like, what's the difference? Like you was thinking, oh, I need to get closer to the future so we can have some type of relationship. What? You know how many people Rick James fucked?
Yeah. I mean, overall, though, I really do think...
Love them and leave them.
Overall, I really do think women are silly to think, like, if this is all you're promoting, you know what I'm saying? Like, if all you're promoting is, like let's say an Alexis Sky, like, all she posts when you go to her page is nothing but, like, her coochie crack, her butt crack, titties. Like, it's nothing, there's nothing of real substance on there other than her body. Like, it's constantly out. It's only pictures of herself. There's nothing else on there.
It's like,
so I feel like if you have a page that's literally all you're promoting, you're just promoting your looks and your body, and you really sincerely think someone's not gonna hit you up trying to have sex or see what's up with that ass, that's really silly.
If
that's all they know of you, why wouldn't they think that's all you offering?
If I post different pictures of my guns, me cleaning my guns, me doing all these things with my guns, and then a nigga be like, yo, you want to go to the shooting range? And I'll be like, no, I don't shoot these guns.
Right.
What?
What you mean?
All right,
why
you got all these guns. You
Yeah.
ain't gonna shoot none of them? Like, all right,
Some
cool.
people might collect guns.
Yeah, but I'm sure they shoot them too. Like, come on now.
No, you never know.
I got
collect them.
I got 100 cars, but I don't want to drive. I Uber everywhere. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's really silly if that's all if you're presenting yourself like that's all you're offering, and somebody comes to you with that type of offer, and you're just like, I'm appalled. I can't believe you would even think that's the type time I'm on. Girlfriend, come on now. That is the type time you're on. So for you to even act like it's not, now you're bullshitting me. Like you said, you playing. You're playing.
And at the end of the day, she was playing.
She was playing, and she got that ass played out of her hotel room and didn't get her money back. Mm-hmm. All right, last question is, do you think she was trying to set him up for some sort of exposure?
No, if she was trying to set his ass up, she'd have set the camera up the same way old girl did Kevin Hart. And
she was not playing with Kevin Hart. She was trying to get her
or whoever. Well, it was that nigga that set it up. But I mean, it was a bunch of ways to set it up. But she did she took literally the worst route to set a nigga up. Like, oh, she paid $500 to get a Facebook status out the deal. Come on now.
She could have did that for free. Just made something up. You know what I'm saying?
She could have just posted the text and said, "Look at Future trying to fly me out."
Yeah, but I'm saying there's apps where you can text yourself and make it seem like you're having a conversation. So she could have just did that and literally set something up on some fake shit.
She didn't take no pictures in the hotel.
That's what I'm saying. So we still don't know if this is real or not. Yeah. So, but if she really spent that money, like, she was just dumb. Like, I do think she was trying to set him up for exposure. She just went about it the wrong way.
Well,
like, she's just really dumb.
If she does music to where she was trying to get in the studio to be like, oh, can I lay a verse? Or something like that. Because she was so pressed on going to the studio. I would hope she does some sort of music, or like maybe she's wanted to go in the studio and twerk on IG and be like, "Look, I'm in the future. I'm in the studio with Future."
That's what I'm saying. No, I think she was trying. Obviously, she was trying to get something from him from the rip. Either way, but I really do think she was with putting all that information out there. I think she was like, well, if he's not gonna give me exposure through the studio, I'm gonna get exposure from exposing him. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we only know about her because it's Future, you know? So I think she used that as a way for us to know more about her. But she still messed it up for herself because she could have did way more. She could have been way smarter about the situation, but she played herself. So, but I definitely think her whole reasoning for all of this was for some exposure. I definitely do think that. So, that is all the questions.
Yeah, we are done with old Shamika
with Shamardays.
Shamada should have got a different hotel room.
Should have got the old hotel room. Should have got him to pay for that flight.
Should have stayed your ass home.
Yeah.
You just should have.
Should have something. Should have, would have, could have.
In the words of Monica, you should have known better.
Seriously though. But let us know what you think about it. You know, we love seeing comments. You can comment on the SoundCloud. If you don't follow us on SoundCloud, it's Love Language Podcast. You can go on there. You can listen to this episode tomorrow. If you want to comment, like I said, on any of... He's just laughing. He's over here laughing at our dog. He's distracting us. If you want to comment on anything we said, you can comment on the SoundCloud. We also have a Twitter. So if you want to send us tweets, it's at Love Language PC. And we also have an Instagram, which is at Love Language Podcast. And you can comment under anything we post on there in relation to the episode. Like we said, we always love for you guys to send us any topics you would like for us to talk about, any poll questions. We are still looking for people to send in late night letters. So if you have a late night letter, which is basically advice that you would like for yourself or for a friend in relation to dating, love, situationships, anything of that sort, send it to us at lovelanguagepodcast@gmail.com. It's all anonymous. We will not put any of your business out there. So yeah, so thank you guys for listening. Thank you everyone who tuned in on the IG Live and who commented on the actual live. You can also watch us on YouTube if you didn't get to catch the live at Love Language. And that's pretty much all the plugs. You guys, hey, have a good night.
Ladies, know what you're getting yourself into.
Okay.
Before
you about to have an ending word?
I like to, you know.
You like to have the ending word?
I like to give women.
What's that? The guy.
The final thought, like Jerry.
There you go.
Yeah, my final
Not
thought.
just final thought.
My final thought is, you know, ladies, don't play yourself. You know, don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Never show your hand too early. Learn how to play poker and learn how to use a poker face. She did not use a poker face. He thought he was going poker face, and then you know.
Just end it. We are done. We're the Love Language Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Peace out.
Hey, little kids, don't follow these dogs. Your life don't drool. Don't be a fool like those that don't go to school. Get ahead and accomplish things. You'll see the wonder and the joy life brings. Don't admire these. Hey, they don't admire you. Their time's limited. Hard